Hi fans of high quality entertainment, that's right. Today another unboxing, toilet paper. The jokes just go on this channel. It's been almost 15 years of really funny jokes. That one wasn't funny at all. Yes, things are slowly opening. There's a mall in Belleville, Ontario, Quinte Mall, that's been around for years. And Sunrise Records, and I believe Sam the Record Man are open. I went to Sunrise today, support local businesses. It's, you know, it is local. It's like a franchise, I guess, but I'm still supporting the local owners. And I always have. Somebody complained, you know, don't buy on Amazon. It's like, don't tell me what to do. But I do. I buy, you know, Sam the Record Man and Sunrise. I have for years. So I got some new CDs. The first one I actually got in the mail yesterday, and I unboxed it. It is a Yes solo album from the lead singer. Has anybody else heard this? Jon Anderson, Survival and Other Stories from 2011. And I guess with this, he collaborated with musicians worldwide just through the internet. He put out a, you know, send me a minute sample of what you have for music, and he ended up working with a bunch of different people, so it's interesting. I listened to half of this yesterday. I don't know how much I'm going to enjoy it, but I liked it. I love Jon Anderson's vocals, and I'll just keep playing it. Especially with Yes music and Jon Anderson, sometimes it takes a few listens to really soak it all in. But I enjoyed what I heard. So, two different artists here. The one, I'm just, these aren't my favorite. I don't know if these aren't my favorite Genesis albums. That's what I'm trying to say. But that being said, I did own the one on vinyl years and years ago, and I liked it. But I prefer the Peter Gabriel era. But that doesn't mean that the Genesis era with Phil Collins on vocals was that bad. Some of it was pretty damn good. So I got two for $10. How's that for a deal? I got the Genesis album, which I've never owned, but I love the opening track, Mom. I've always loved that. That's All was a, you know, pretty big hit. Illegal Alien. So some of these songs I'm not that familiar with. Taking It All Too Hard, Just a Job to Do, Silver Rainbow, It's Gonna Get Better. And so you Genesis fans can let me know what you think of this album. And doing the David Bowie and Yes rankings and album reviews for the past few weeks, it's been a learning lesson for me about the 80s. Because even I used to think, oh, the 80s, like, you know, the big drums and everything and the production, you know, 80s production. But I've enjoyed, for the most part, the 80s reviews for David Bowie, and Yes, I've been pleasantly surprised. So, just your typical Atlantic Records label. Sometimes I hurry through these videos, but I know some of you like to sit back and chill and relax with my soothing voice, so I'll take my time. Not the most interesting album cover, but nice booklet, and it's got the lyrics. Very nice. And speaking of ranking, I'm doing all of David Bowie's albums and Yes at the moment. I'm more than halfway through them. And as I mentioned in my community, next I'm going to do the Sparks discography and the Paul McCartney and Wings discography. The other Genesis album I got, which I've never owned. So actually, I've never owned either of these. I was thinking of Duke and its Invisible Touch. By this time, because they've gone so pop, not that I dislike the songs, like even Invisible Touch, Tonight, 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 Land of Confusion I really liked. But I just stopped buying their albums after Duke. So there it is. Once again, not one of my favorite album covers, but it's a very 80s looking album cover. It's weird. Same label and same kind of booklet. Nice picture of them. 3 boys. You know what seriously would have been so much better? If Steve Hackett had stayed with Genesis. Even going, the more pop vibe, pop route that they went, it still would have been cool to have him as one of the members. But he moved on. Yeah, so that's that. Let me know what you think of Invisible Touch. Now, I believe Invisible Touch was the follow-up to... Where am I here? No, Invisible Touch was the follow-up to Duke, am I right? And if it was kind of not as well liked as Duke was. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, I forgot to mention just about Jon Anderson. His first solo album. If you're a Yes fan and you've never heard Olias of Sunhillow, Olias, is that how you pronounce it? It's a must hear. I play this album almost every weekend. It's one of those albums I'm never going to get tired of. And then finally, a couple new David Bowie CDs. Even though I have all of his studio albums, I don't have all of his live albums. I think I have maybe four or five of them. So there's 2 more to add to it. David Bowie, Serious Moonlight Live, 83. And I'll let you know what songs are on this. And one of the main reasons I do these videos, it's not just all about me. Most of it is, 95%. But I love hearing back on what you think of what I'm showing you here. And we can disagree, it's okay. 2 CDs, and there's the one label, nice. That's a nice label. And the booklet, not too much of a booklet here. And I'll scan it for you because there's not much to it. I haven't scanned anything in a while. I apologize. And that's it. So the songs on this. Look Back in Anger. Love that song. Heroes. Love it. What in the World? Love it. Golden Years. Love it. Fashion. Love it. Let's Dance. Love it. Breaking Glass. Love it. Life on Mars. Love it. Sorrow. I'd have to hear it again. I forget. There's some, seriously, I'm a big David Bowie fan, but there's still some songs, just from the title, it's like I've forgotten how they go. Cat People I love, China Girl, Scary Monsters I love, and Rebel I love. And CD 2, White Light, White Heat, the Velvet Underground classic, I love that. Station to Station, Cracked Actor, Ashes to Ashes, Space Oddity, Band Introduction. I've never heard that song before. How's that go? Young Americans I love, Fame, and Modern Love. So yeah, I love all those songs. And the only one, like I said, Sorrow. I believe that's from Aladdin Sane. I don't know. I never said I was a David Bowie fan. And the last one here. David Bowie, Glass Spider, live in Montreal 87. Montreal, that's not far from here. Just a few hundred miles. I'll be able to see the album cover better once I take this plastic off. Jinx, stop cleaning yourself. You know the rules. Still got a glare to it. What I'll do is I'll take the booklet out so you can see the cover. I wanted to look at it first. That's what she said. And I remember actually this place I used to work at years ago in the 80s, and this co-worker, he was telling me he went with his wife who was a fan of David Bowie, and he saw this in Toronto, this tour, and he didn't like David Bowie. He really enjoyed the concert. So that shows you the power of David Bowie and the power of Canadian Studmuffin. I think it was on this tour I saw a clip years ago where he's on stage. It's at the start of the concert and his back is to the crowd and he turns around and he gives that smile, and it's like, if that ain't a star, I don't know what is. Like, it's like this. Okay, see? Same thing, star quality. Some people have it and some people don't. I forgot to tell you what's on my albums here. So, yeah, I would be really curious, especially for those David Bowie fans that have both of these, which of these two you prefer? That's my question. And they, of course, they can both be great. So on this one, Up the Hill, Backwards I Love, Glass Spider. I'm just doing a review now for Never Let Me Down, so I don't want to say too much here about those. Day In, Day Out, Bang Bang, Absolute Beginners. I don't know if I've ever heard that song. Loving the Alien, I love that. China Girl, I love. Rebel Rebel, Fashion, Scary Monsters, all the Madmen from Hunky Dory. Never Let Me Down, and side 2, Big Brother from. My mind just went blank. That happens when you're 62 years old, but I know the album it's from. Diamond Dogs. 87 and Cry. Heroes, great. Sons of the Silent Age. I love that track. It's from Heroes. I'm a David Bowie expert. Time Will Crawl. Band Introduction. Oh, he did Band Introduction. That song on both albums. I've never heard that song. And you see, some people don't get my humor. Somebody will comment, Band Introduction is, he's just introducing the band, stupid. It's not an actual song. Young Americans. Beat of Your Drum. I love that song. The Gene Genie. It's hard to see this with the glare and everything. Let's Dance. Fame. Time. Blue Jean. I just met a girl named Blue Jean. And Modern Love. So there you go. And that's it. I hope you really were entertained by my latest unboxing. Have a great day. Thank you for watching.